Good morning, friends, and you are our friends. Peace and prosperity be with
Mm.
you. I swear it's been such a struggle. Like the chess stream was a little bit like just because of the terrible internet, and now um a whole lot going on today.
A whole
We
lot.
did, I'm grateful we decided to move Trek in the Future to today instead of like dealing with whatever headache it
Yeah.
had with me being down in Juneau. So I'm Joshua Hadley, and I'm joined by the Lord Justin Belanger of the Principality of Sealand.
Mm, there, got the flag. That's me. Hi. As you may notice, Josh looks a little different today. That's because he's using his phone's camera. We're having some webcam issues. Not sure what's causing that exactly. Uh, but a few issues, but
I
sometimes stuff
actually,
happens.
what's the bad thing about this is I knew I could do this. I just never tried it before. Never played with using my phone
Mm,
to webcast onto something I'm doing on my computer.
yeah.
And it's actually a better camera than
Yeah,
my
it's nice.
computer camera.
It's good. Good camera.
Like, I don't think this is a great view though. It's like I'm
Mhm.
down holding a child, and you get to see like this view like you never like unless you're a little kid, you don't really see me this way.
POV shot.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Justin, how's your week going?
it's going. Been a busy week. A lot of editing going on some other. I did the chess stream. Obviously that
Yeah.
got a couple wins. Not a lot, but I got a couple, which is per the course for me.
At least it
Yeah.
wasn't the 3D chess. I would have won one game. You will beat me all at once.
I did beat you once technically this time
Yeah.
because that internet that wasn't working out so great for you over there kind of took you out of it, but
Yeah,
I'll take it.
here I got great internet. It's just the camera's not. Sorry for the
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
Uh,
So
So, this is Trek in the Future, and we're watching Strange New Worlds. We watched episode 3. What was it? I know it's Ghost of Illyrium. I know the first one.
Illyrian, yeah, Ghost of Illyria.
Illyrian. Illyrian.
Yeah.
Yeah, the genetically modified people, the transhumanists. Oh,
Mm.
the trans people. Can't have those.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, maybe it's just because like I'm getting more used to the characters and I'm meeting everyone in the show and all that. But so far I've liked each episode more than the last.
Me too. This is interesting episode, especially considering we got and he's one of those transhumanists,
Mm,
genetically modifying themselves.
mm,
You
yeah,
know, I mean, here, even I'm doing that. Like, I got these glasses here. That's
yeah,
not natural.
true. It's a good episode. It was had a little bit of some COVID PTSD for me in there with
Yeah, oh yeah.
everything being locked down and all that.
Reminding me more of aliens, but yeah, totally see the connection there. Yeah,
Definitely
everyone,
some big themes of bigotry involved.
absolutely. And, um, the poor doctor man, his daughter's dying, and the
Mm,
reason that the virus was able to take hold of the crew is because he's keeping his daughter in it's a transporter thing. Like, I
yeah,
can't remember what exactly the specifics of what he was doing. It's just he was drawing power from the ship to keep her alive.
yeah, yeah.
Man,
It's
almost killed everyone. Oof,
one thing I like
they
about the
went-
show. I guess the Star Trek in general. Usually when you have stuff like this, like future sci-fi stuff with a bunch of high tech and all that, it's usually like bad. Like not the quality of
Mhm.
the show or anything, but like usually it's like a dystopian future where everything's bad but Star Trek is like it's a lot more positive than most other sci-fi things of this nature. I feel like a lot of these
I think,
episodes end with like they end on a happy note,
yeah,
consistently.
absolutely,
It's nice.
absolutely. Yeah, it's sort of like the opposite of wrestling sometimes, where you watch the show and every match a heel will win the
Yeah.
match and like so they sort of forget like you need to sort of leave them with either some kind of feeling, even mad, but not the whole thing.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
a good example of like the opposite would be Fallout. The wars of technology, nuclear
Yeah.
warfare. What's gonna happen? And um, we'll go back to um, farming and very basic things using bottle
Mm.
caps as currency.
Mm. Because
Yeah, like
sci-fi
this.
is like typically like it's like a commentary on real life issues, which generally leads to it being negative because it's like the expectation that things are just going to get worse over time. Whereas with this, it's like it's showing the positives that can happen over time.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of people are afraid of technology, and I wanted to say you didn't say like this show isn't dealing with current events. There's current events like you like this bigotry,
Yeah,
all these other things that there's allegories to the real world. I don't even say allegories. Is that correct?
it's something of that nature.
But yeah, like this show is covering like things that current events for sure, but
Mm.
like you said, in a positive light.
Yeah.
Like I've already said some people are afraid of technology,
Mm.
and rightfully so. Like, look what's happening with AI. They're
Yeah.
replacing a lot of white collar jobs.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I'm a very blue collar guy, so I've been doing A-OK so far.
Mm.
I mean, I'm still precariat, but
Mm.
at least I'm American, so that puts me in the top 10% of, you know, people in terms of financial wealth, at
Yeah.
least, right?
Yeah.
Um, and it was like like you said, there was some COVID PTSD there with the crew getting sick, and
Mm.
it was like you remember the moth memes,
The what memes?
the moth.
Oh, the moth. Yeah. The
Yeah, I
light.
seen the video. Yeah, I seen one video on YouTube where a moth wanted to fly up to the sun. Like I gotta go, and the other moth's trying to convince. Oh, but yeah,
Yeah, we haven't really
the
explained it
blind.
yet, but in this episode, there's like a virus that makes people like super attracted to light. Like they have to get to light no matter what, and that's the COVID esque situation here, where like they had to lock down everything because people were just going crazy over light.
Yeah, yeah, and like the blind dude, he was smart enough. Oh, he was gonna use the teleporter to teleport part of the system's sound into the ship so that it could be as bright as possible. I thought that was so funny when he was doing that. Like, oh, we're really we're really in trouble with this level of addiction.
Mm,
But yeah, addictions, even that could be awful.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's a disease too. I didn't even really think about that until we were speaking to
yeah,
about. Um, and uh, on the COVID part, just thinking here, it was interesting to see that the person who ultimately would be if they knew she was genetically modified. I don't believe they will have ever let her into Starfleet,
yeah.
but
That was something I found very interesting at the end, where like she's doing her log and she mentions like, if I wasn't able to save the day, would the captain have still acted the same way as he did?
yes, it's Una Chin Riley. I
Mm,
I think I'm saying that name right.
yeah.
That's her name, but I don't know if I'm saying it right. Like
Yeah.
I could read English. Like I read I read the Capital. But yeah, she is a yeah, like if we allowed the prejudices just to happen, she wouldn't have been there to save the day.
Yeah. And
Like
and
like
like and she's wondering like, if she wasn't able to save the day, if she tried but she failed, would the captain have still been so you know, helpful and saying like she's still a valued part of the team and everything. And or
I
would
can I can different.
I personally think he would have, given what we know of Pike, but
Yeah,
like,
well, we know of Pike, but
but
yeah,
it's
when
definitely
you're,
understandable for her to wonder because of like how he phrased it, like ev- putting emphasis on how she saved everyone.
I gotta say, like even for myself, a lot of time right now, I think when I look at the world, all people value in me is what I'm able to produce, and
Mm,
what value do I have as a person? Is that a real thing, or like do I always just have to produce to have value? I think
mm,
that's absolutely a legitimate question,
yeah,
and the thought, you know, if it pops up, it's there. I mean,
yeah,
I think it's the rest of the world to show that. Well, I mean, it could we could say it's up to the rest of the world, but ultimately we have to grow into a mindset that we can't let people outside ourselves tell us that we're valuable. We have
yeah,
to, in our own selves, say I value what I do, and
mhm,
what like being virtuous is doing the right thing for myself rather than
yeah,
I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna get praise from the captain or
mm.
Snoopy. I did name you, but hey, you're the one who said just call me Snoopy. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just doing what he asked.
It's about 15 years ago.
And I see, should I get praise for like
Yeah.
having followed the instruction that long?
I don't think you should. Not for that one.
Well, you know what, buddy? So it's already been a long morning, like
Oh my.
4:40. My puppy's crying, like, oh,
Yeah.
right. I mean, I get it. He needs to go outside, but I don't
Yeah.
want to take him out for a walk 4:40 in the morning.
Yeah.
I ended up doing like 5:30 in the morning. I stayed
Hmm.
in bed until that long.
Mm,
I I did want to take him outside before doing this podcast, but gee, it's already been a long morning. So many things are going wrong. I think
yeah.
I think I need some caffeine,
Might need some
pal.
caffeine. Now,
Need
what do you got? What do you got for
caffeine.
caffeine? There we go. We got
I
some
got
Dubby
um,
energy.
I got the Grandpa's denture water, the
Mm,
soaked and clean mango pieta.
mm,
And I just bought this morning the new Japanese soda flavor.
mm.
Can't wait till I get that. I want to try it out.
I like how it's just called Japanese soda, as if there's like one singular Japanese soda flavor out there.
I feel like, well, Japanese soda is different
Yeah.
in the presentation. I don't know about
I had
taste or whatever.
I got I tried one time that Tokyo Treats. It's like a one of those curated boxes of snacks and stuff. And I got the
Yeah.
version that came with a drink. It was just a Coca-Cola, but it was a like it was
Huh.
orange something. It was orange and something. It's like not a usual flavor we have here. We have several orange flavors, but it was a different one, and it was really good. And I was very
Yeah.
surprised how it was like fully, what's the term for not carbonated, but like
Um,
you open it, you hear that shh, that whole
huh.
situation. I was surprised because it came from Japan, like it shipped all the way from Japan. So I was surprised that they managed to keep it that fresh.
Yeah. Absolutely. And if anyone's on Twitch, I just gave the W command. You can you go to this link,
If you're watching on
and
YouTube, it's in the description.
yeah, and it gives you 10% off. Saves me quite a bit of money.
10%.
I save $5 on every W order I have, and that like I've replaced the soda pops with W. I've lost
Yeah,
plenty of weight doing that.
yeah.
I think part of that is I also follow the instruction of like I don't drink W more than twice a day. Like I won't do it. Like before, like oh I'll have 3, 4 sodas, but probably like not the right way to go about that. But
Now you get some
And one
nice,
thing,
tasty, refreshing dubby.
yep,
Get your energy and save 10% by using promo code GopherTuck or clicking the link.
not Gopher and Tuck,
Just
Gopher
Gopher
Tuck.
Tuck. No and. They didn't let us use an and there.
All right, and
I think just like the YouTube
so
channel name, I think is just Gopher Tuck because we have an ampersand and they don't allow ampersands to no link, so they wouldn't let us just
yeah,
change it to an AND.
can you believe that shit?
Mm, mm,
Well, that's okay. It's less spelling to do.
true, true. Spelling's always good.
All right. Well, it's time to move on to the Federation's hypocrisy of fear of genetic engineering in 2025, not 2025. It would be 22, 25. Like, not quite.
Well, the episode also came out a few years ago, so it'd be like 22, whatever number, sometime in the future.
Sometime in the future in a galaxy, or not even it's this galaxy, but it's all fun. Like Star Wars is funny, real quick. Like, it's a galaxy far, far away, and it's so futuristic. It's all people too. Well, not all people, but
Yeah, the Family Guy, like I think the first Family Guy like Star Wars parody when it was doing the paragraph in space bit, it like starts off something like a long time ago in a distant future or something like that.
yeah, that was funny. Um, yeah, it's really sad that the Federation is so inclusive, but if you're genetically modified, like nope, can't have
Mm,
you. It's sort of like I'm trying to think, what? Oh yeah, back in World War I when uh we decided, oh, we're just gonna invade Russia too while the revolution's going on, and we decided to arrest people who protested against that, and um for a war that wasn't even declared by Congress. It's
yeah.
like, oh, it's great to be in the land of the home and brave and free, but if you speak out against the government, like, well,
Mm,
you could get locked up.
yeah.
Like, thankfully, America is a lot more free than it was 100 years ago, but still,
Mm,
you know, the I don't know if we lost you on stream or what happened there, but I went to full screen.
oh,
But there, I think we got you.
there we go.
I think so.
Yeah, we're good.
But yeah, it's this hypocrisy that it's so bothering, and
Yeah.
obviously, I think that goes to where a lot of things that's happening in the here today. I know, like you mentioned earlier, this episode did come out a few years ago, but I think like its message, and I
Yeah.
think that tells goes to the strength of it is still applicable today.
Mm. I There was something that I saw like a reference that the episode may have been making that I didn't even know was a thing, but apparently there's like modern day legislation. I don't know if that's still the case, or if it was just a couple years ago, but legislation that prevents gay and bisexual men from donating blood due to offensive stereotypes.
Oh yeah, they probably just made that law, and I didn't know this is how the way law works in America until we had Roe v. Wade just pulled under
Yeah.
pulled under us.
Mm,
Is that these laws made in the 1860s were, oh, can't get abortion,
mm.
and then say several hundred years into the future they decide. I like, okay, Roe v. Wade and I think so. All these old laws apply. It's funny
Yeah.
how new laws don't just eliminate old laws, rather they just sort of sit there.
Yeah.
Just yeah, back in America, oh here, like 100 years ago, I mean, we still had a lot of slavery going on. We still have some
Mm,
slavery, but it was a lot worse, and
yeah.
they would arrest you just for doing things like shooting dice or being gay, and you'd be forced to do hard labor for several months just for that. Not I mean, obviously they use bigotry to justify what they wanted, to have cheap labor to do whatever project they wanted, but yeah, that's what they did is, "Oh, we're just gonna they're black, arrest them. They're gaming, arrest them. They're gay, arrest them."
There's a
Yeah, this stuff happened.
I forgot which country it was. Believe in the Middle East. I think there's like a thing where they're so anti-gay there that they're in full support of trans. Like they're in full support of the trans people as long as like say a trans man is attracted to a woman. If a trans man
Mhm.
is attracted to a man, they have an issue. But they have no issue with the trans man as long as he's attracted to women because it makes them not gay.
Yeah, that's funny. Um, with the trans thing, I'll say I do prefer just saying man or lady.
Yeah.
Just to make it easier for me. If there's like 8 genders, I'm never gonna get it. I'm sorry, I am kidding, but I'll but yeah, that is funny. Like they're so homophobic that
Yeah.
like, and who cares? Like, I mean, I understand it's their religion, but you can't be so dogmatic on something that's not metaphysical.
Yeah.
It is a really frustrating. Um, and like, the reason it is funny is it is hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Y- why can a man love a man or a woman love a woman? Like, who cares? There's
Yeah.
enough people as is. It's not like we have to.
Yeah, I don't think we need to worry
I know.
about keeping the world populated anymore. That's kind of. There was a line in a Bo Burnham song where he's like singing from the perspective of God, saying,
Mm.
"I sent gays to fix overpopulation. Boy, did that go well."
Well, I mean, it is God. Like, he consider if we're talking about Yahweh, he decided like, oh, I'll take care of him by flooding the world. I
you
mean,
know,
he looked at
yeah.
like, I mean, he's trying. It's not always the best decision, but hey,
Game just a little short of going full Thanos.
yeah, he should flood it again. But yeah, on transhumanism, like, I don't want to turn Justin into a robot.
Thank you.
Like, and take away, like he'll end up being like my camera, and it'll stop working for whatever reason.
I mean that I do that occasionally anyway, so you know.
But yeah, on transhumanism, like I mentioned earlier, these glasses are the modification,
Yeah.
which is very helpful. This shirt, um, genetics. I understand that, right? Like, I don't trust. I do want experiments to happen. I do want science to happen.
Yeah.
Um, and obviously in the story, all of this genetic modifying. Well, maybe like this is wrong, but I'll continue saying what I was saying, even though it's wrong. Maybe perhaps wrong, but all this genetic modification seemed to have led to World War III. And I say I think that's wrong because when I think about in real life World War I and II, there's a lot more drivers to events like that than just one
Yeah.
reason. But I could see the
They didn't have
I
the
mean,
A Marie philosophy.
yeah, but when I look at what we did to just we're taking Japanese people in World War II and putting them in concentration camps, or
Mm,
oh, we're invading Russia, which I mentioned earlier, and we did declare war on, and we're gonna arrest anyone who speaks out against that. Like,
yeah.
um, it's sort like the Federation's hypocrisy reminds me of America's own hypocrisy. We, as much as we love to say, we're the land of the free, like
Yeah.
we got a history of like you know, being very undemocratic
We got a
and
very current present day of being very undemocratic.
well hopefully um during his first campaign, or not his first campaign, his first term, he wanted to open up libel laws. That hasn't happened yet. Hopefully it doesn't. But let's get away from all the politics of the world and let's go into some trivia.
All right. So far, each week I got 3 questions. I got one right. So let's see if that trend continues.
All right, so we made you become a janitor. This week's prize, if you are able to get two right, we'll give you a pat on the back. But
Okay. Okay.
if you get one right or less, we're gonna give you an axe to the back.
Okay. It's a little less pleasant.
Yeah. All right. So, first question: what is the name of Pike's first pony?
I didn't even know we had ponies. Okay. Um, Princess Tinkles.
Sternays a lot.
You know, I like it. I like it.
Okay.
So Princess Tinkles, but maybe that was his third
Yeah.
pony.
Hey, he was a kid, or I think he was a kid. Maybe he just got his first pony at 20. I didn't really think about that. uh, and which planets? And which planet was Spock born?
Oh god, see, this feels like an easy one, but I don't know too much of the lore there. I
So
don't know the
can
planets very well for in this.
well, at first, the name they believe there was a planet between Mercury and the Sun, and that's what they called the planet that Spock is supposed to be from. Use that term. That's its origin.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of any other hints I could get.
I assume I'm not gonna get excited. It's presumably a word that doesn't exist because it's the name of a fictional planet. Uh, I'm gonna go with Pertukan.
Vulcan.
Oh fuck, you know, yeah, I definitely should have got that one. I I thought that was a language.
I think I mean, there might be a Vulcan language. It's like Mass Effect.
Mm.
They have this ability to take any language and what is it? I should translate it so that
Yeah,
you could understand it in your
yeah.
own. I
I've
believe.
definitely heard the word Vulcan before. I just didn't realize that was the planet
Yeah. Um, which character was genetically engineered before birth?
before birth.
Yeah.
Was that number one? She was genetically
Um,
engineered.
there, there's two of number ones.
The current number one in this show, the one. What's her name?
I told you earlier.
Whatever. You know the number one I'm speaking of.
Yeah, number one. Number one. I'm totally not like doing this to like get the next sponsorship ready. It is hard to remember the names
Una
real
something, I think.
yeah, Una Chen Riley. I wanted to say it's real hard to remember some of these names, especially for
Yeah.
me because I just went down to Juneau and I'm meeting like a whole different bunch of people who I haven't
Yeah.
met before. Like, oh, what's your name? And on this show, there's so many characters. But I feel like we'll do better as
I
uh
like Pike. Pike's a pretty easy name.
well plus like he's the center of the show. Spock has been on different
Yeah.
shows. Uhara is
Like we got Doctor Mbenga, something like that. Mbenga. That's we got Laan Noonian Singh, something of that such. A lot of names that I'm gonna struggle with for a bit, but maybe I'll eventually get them down. I
All
can
right,
describe the
so
characters usually.
yeah. Well, this week, we're not talking the seventh Regenerative Economic Summit. We will, again, definitely in March.
Mhm.
But today, we're talking about on February 28th, we're doing the economic blackout.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking really forward to. I
So what
rather
all?
enjoy.
What
Yeah,
all exactly are we? So we're not supposed to buy anything. That's one thing. Is there any other like things to note about this?
let me see. And I had this. I had all the info up here, and then I had to restart my computer.
I saw
Oh,
because I first heard about it when you brought it up during the chess stream, I think. Um, I saw a Stephen King posting about it yesterday.
I did.
Yeah.
I wish these guys' website was a little bit more friendly.
Mm,
They got they got so many events for the 17th.
mm.
I oh, please. Okay. I got my camera in the way of my screen. This is
Oh hell yeah! There we go. We got some keyboard action there.
yeah, check this out. Here, I found it. I had to move my there. I've been
There
able
you
to
go.
do it. So
Hmm.
what's happening? No purchases, no Amazon, no Walmart, no Starbucks, no unnecessary gas fill-ups, no online orders. No engagement. Skip the big brand entertainment. The news cycle is designed to distract and divide. So no Star Trek that day. I typically watch Star Trek on the weekend. So Thursday, I whatever.
Yeah,
That's
I'll probably
whatever
either
to
watch
me.
it Thursday or Saturday before we go live.
See, absolute focus. This is about discipline and demonstrating collective will. This is not a protest. It's not a gimmick. It's a warning shot. Because if they ignore this one day blackout, we escalate. We go longer. We go deeper. I know you like to go deep. And they will have to listen. This is only the beginning of why this matters. Every
Yep.
major shift in history started with one moment, one act of
One moment.
defiance, one refusal to comply with the broken system. This is this moment. We are do we're done waiting for politicians like me. Like I'm pretty slow. Like I think Justin can talk about that. But we're done watching billionaires hoard wealth while the working class struggles, and I've been struggling. Like I'm
Mm,
struggling right now.
mm,
We're done believing we are powerless. So
mm,
I really like this because I enjoy like not spending anything at all in a day. Like oh, and that's actually like why I really like Dubby because when I got my caffeine and I'm able to mix a bottle of water or whatever,
mm,
something really quick. Like I don't need to get coffee or whatever, or an energy drink or a
mm.
pop.
And I could just spend the entire day reading. I got a bunch of books that I still haven't read. I haven't been reading too much lately, so gives me a whole day to just do that.
Um, just as long as you're not going on your computer and buy. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
read it, so I'm gonna go on Amazon and buy something.
Just
You got big
stuff that I
enough
already got. I
backlog.
got I got House of Leaves over here.
But, hell yeah,
There you go, House of
hell yeah.
Leaves. So maybe start digging into all this section here.
That's my phone blocking my camera again. So that's the 28th. So so next Thursday, don't buy anything. It's some that we're what we're about like and well, I didn't want to go too much into religion, but capitalism. It's really terrible that we don't ever take a day off from that. At least Christianity gives you Sunday off.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
well, um, another reason I'm struggling is this is as far as I got with them. format.
Yeah, it was a morning. It was a rough morning.
Um, do you want to go over the role of fear in shaping policy? I know fear shapes your policy. Like I know you're not talking to all the handsome men out there because you're like talking to people in 2025. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Not great with talking to people too often, especially the handsome men.
Yeah. Thankfully I'm not too handsome. Like I got some white hair. I've had someone go up to me and say I use just for men that my hair skin's so white.
I got, I got, I got,
Like
I got some grays in the beard, couple in the hair. It's not super noticeable yet, but I see him in the mirror every now and then.
and I feel like a lot of people are afraid of Trump right now and are jumping out. Well, actually, I don't even know if this like it seems like the Democrats are more oh he's here so what can we do, which is pretty
Mm,
lame.
yeah.
But the Republicans, because they're in power, they're using all type of fear mongering to do what they wish. Like say, oh, we're losing our money. We're losing our money. We gotta save it. We can't like keep spending. All these prices are going up, and I saw that
Well, I
all these
mean, we're about to have an
well
entire day of not spending, so there you
yeah,
go.
yeah well all these firings. It seems like it's gonna be more disruptive and be make the government less productive and lose the government money rather than save it. And
Mhm.
it didn't hit me till I was down in Juneau, and I think I lost
Yeah, we lost the.
my camera too. But well, I think they can hear me.
Yeah, I think it's still.
That
There we go. You're back.
it's just weird things that just totally takes my mind out of something. But
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. This what's happening with the government sort of reminds me of Twitter. Like half the people get fired and the website's terrible. Like it's
D-
working. Seems to be working now.
didn't
I
Trump
guess.
like lay off like a ton of people who were involved in like airport safety and like flight safety and everything? And there's been just crash after crash since then. It's
Well,
crazy.
yeah.
Like I think
Wild.
this is like the time people should most be terrified of getting on a plane right now because just keep. And I mean, maybe that's part of it. Maybe he just doesn't want people leaving America, so he's like, all right, let's just make sure all the
Maybe
planes crash.
that's funny. That's funny. Oh, but, yeah, this fear of like spending too much money is making things worse. Like maybe you shouldn't base your policy on being afraid of something.
Yeah,
Um, Even climate change, we can't approach it with saying, whoa, we're gonna destroy the earth," and as true as it is, like doesn't really like win you the affection of the voters or anyone you're talking to. Unfortunately, like I mean, you don't want to look like the person holding a cardboard sign saying the world's gonna end.
yeah,
And it's like we were talking earlier of how people are afraid of technology, and typically media
yeah.
has a very dystopian view of technology.
Mm.
Like like sure we should be
Cautious.
measured, cautious, measured in our path forward with it,
Yeah.
but we shouldn't just be afraid.
Yeah.
Like, like it's sort of I think this is probably the reason why TikToks got banned, even though really like Facebook and Google will do the same with our information.
Yeah.
Information is just for me, I don't really care if it's a Chinese corporation or an American one. Like, why are they allowed to just take my information?
Mm.
I mean, I know the reason why this is happening is people are so afraid of China, and then there we go. It's fear shaping policy once again,
Yeah.
and I'm frustrated. Like the real issue isn't being resolved of these corporations. Oh, thank you, Amazon, for airing tracking the future. But these corporations just taking our information and then putting them on the information black market.
Yeah.
I know they got all your info, like how you're going to www dot. Um,
Nope. There
man,
goes your camera again.
I, I totally didn't
Technology.
think to
See, this
come
this
up
is
with
why
that.
we should be afraid of technology.
Yeah, this is why. I'm very fearful. You know what? The way we're gonna do the show from now on is we're gonna get two cans, a long string. We're gonna run it
Very,
to
very long string.
we're gonna run it to Texas and put it from Alaska, and we'll do the show that way. So I'm curious, what do people see? Well, since this is
When
happening
your
now.
camera's off, it's just a black screen inside the Joshua square at the moment.
Okay, so it's my side.
It's what?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did check, and yeah,
Yeah.
I I wonder if it's my phone dying or.
So didn't you say it was like 70%
Uh,
before we started?
yeah, it's only at 54. It's been on this whole time.
Yeah. How hot is it?
It's pretty warm.
Yeah.
It's like the I didn't know that the other screen's on. I mean, it
Mm.
probably wouldn't have been as bad, but
Yeah.
it's still running.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well,
Technology, man.
and yeah, I'm so afraid like this is gonna shape my policy. I'll make an AI video of myself so that it could, or or what a VTuber version of me so that I could handle this fear of technology not working. Um, uh, so I know you're afraid of Kanye West and that you want to shape policy and that to
I want to
stifle that, right?
I want to shape policy so that he can never marry again. Specifically
Why
him,
not? No,
because
he should. I think like maybe take it away so that he can't marry another person, perhaps.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm actually like he might like his the name of his child being Northwest is like he's maybe he shouldn't be allowed to have more children just because he's gonna give them goofy names. See that there's fear shaping policy again. Like we can't let him have these awful names for his children. I can't imagine going through life and being called North. Hey, what's up? I guess it might be cool, but Elon had a crazy name for his kid. He was gonna
Yeah,
name
it was
him the
something like
at
Sunboy.
sign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I actually just saw yesterday like all the tweets, whatever, regardless whatever they call them, the tweets that he did before he got removed from the premises of Twitter again. It was a
Um,
lot. That was like hundreds in like 3 days, including several of him saying he has dominion over his wife, who is now divorcing him. So,
oh, great.
yeah.
Man, man, that's wild.
Pete,
Dominion.
Pete Davidson has the chance to do the funniest thing.
Well, it's wild, and that's him trying to shape policy around his family life of
Mm,
being afraid of whatever she gonna do. Like, why?
mm,
I feel like, I mean, I feel like if I had a wife right now and I had to, um, uh, like say, "Oh, I'm gonna make sure that I have dominion over your life." Like that's too much work for me. Like I'd rather like have my my partner be a fully autonomous person who can
mm.
be a tag team partner for me, not
Yeah,
someone another thing I
not
have to
someone
have
you drag to
responsibility
the
over.
Grammys in a quote unquote dress that's just basically being naked.
Oh,
Mm.
well, uh, I, I'm sick and tired about talking about fear. So speaking of fear, this is a terrible transition, but there's a new video coming out. What is it? A variety of something?
It is a Tucker Variety Hour. Specifically, it's the first Tucker Variety Hour since Christmas of 2022. So we've gone over 2 full years without a single Tucker Variety Hour. It's finally back. I don't know when the next one's gonna come out. That's it's up to Brandon, but we have a new one coming out. It's coming out on I believe this upcoming Friday. Yes, this Friday, the 21st at 4 p.m. Central Time. In this one, he goes over discontinued snacks. Whole bunch of discontinued snacks. I just finished editing it yesterday. It's ready to go. It's good and ready, and it's time as per usual with the Tucker Variety Hour. It is a time,
Hell yeah!
and then day after that is when we switch over to that other format that we trialed in 2023. Now we're going back to it. We're gonna be starting that the day after the Tucker Variety Hour.
Man, I remember there was some kind of potato chip that turned into a bubble gum. Not quite, not a bubble gum, but
Huh.
like something like that. Whatever happened to that?
I don't know.
Whatever happened?
I don't think that one was covered in the video, but it does sound interesting. They
You
did
know,
have
I remember.
Hershey's like chips were covered, like not chocolate chips, but like actual chips that had Hershey's chocolate on them.
I really enjoyed Heinz's green ketchup, and my parents thought it was the grossest looking thing ever. I don't know if that's covered, but that's another
I,
console
that one
product
was not
I
covered, but I do remember that. I do remember the green ketchup.
I thought, that'd be, now I'm remembering that would be really easy to reproduce and try again if I just want to use my own food color. Well, anyway, I wish my camera was working because I was
Yeah.
gonna show you. I got Star Trek for the 25th anniversary
Hmm.
edition. Well, not edition, but Star Trek 25th anniversary for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Mm, NES game, nice. Can't see it, but it's
Yeah,
there. Okay, you could trust him that it is there.
yeah. Oh no! Like I'm doing a media blackout of myself so that I can just say whatever. Like I got Klingon here. I got William Shatner. He's waiting for me to
He's
end
just
the
quiet.
show. So,
He doesn't want to bring too much attention to himself, so he's just kind of sitting there quietly.
yeah. Oh man, like this camera thing. Like is wrong.
Hopefully it'll be like good to go next week. Because I mean, who knows? Like with technology, sometimes stuff just stops working and then it just starts working again. You don't do anything; it just happens. It's weird.
Well, at least I could wipe my nose on my shirt. I was gonna
You
take
could do
a
that. You do that.
shower, but like I did the thing.
You did the
Um,
thing.
I did the thing. So let's uh let's talk about questioning established norms.
Okay.
Um, like you were talking about earlier, like in one, I don't know if you said Muslim country or if it's
Middle Eastern.
specifically specifically the Middle East. Which one?
I don't know which country. I just know it was a Middle Eastern country. That was all I remember.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're fine with transsexuals just as long as it's not gay transsexual.
Let's see if I can find that out while you talk.
Well, yeah, like this episode was all about that with our Una number one. But like she's transhumanist, not even by her own, choice as per the trivia question. But um yeah, she saves the day, but she wouldn't even been allowed in Starfleet had they known, oh, this is a transhumanist
Mm,
person. And it, we need to question, some decisions like that. Like, why? are transhumanists in this story like banned from the Starfleet? And obviously there is an answer, but is it a good one? Like we
Yeah.
spoke earlier, is it fine to just arrest any Japanese person just because we're going to war with Japan?
So
Um,
it was actually Kazakhstan was actually the country, as it turns
that
out.
that's close to the Middle
Yeah,
East.
closed.
Kazakhstan, greatest country
Sorry,
in the world.
sorry, Middle
Oh,
East.
other
I
countries.
almost spread lies. Sorry about that, Middle East. But they're close. Cl- Physically close.
I remember Kazakhstan. Borat came from there.
Yes, he did.
You know what? If that's how they feel, maybe that Borat is gonna be the reason they're famous forever. I know they don't like Borat, or at least they. I don't even know how they feel about Borat taking upset at like the song that I was singing being presented as their national anthem. But the United States is pretty goofy too. Like the don't ask, don't tell stuff that we
Mm.
got rid of, and hey, well, maybe it'll come back. Yeah, don't tell me you're a gopher, and I won't ask you about being a
Mm.
gopher.
I mean, it is my name.
Well, you'll probably like change it in another 15 years, and I'll keep dead naming you again. Like,
You're not even gonna dead name me as Gopher. It's still gonna be Snoopy.
yeah, well, you told me. Well, you said just call me. You just call you Snoopy. That's what you said.
That was that is an document, outdated documentation there.
So, are you questioning the established normacy of you being Snoopy?
Yes, I am questioning that.
But yeah, there's a lot of like nonsense that we do that we just sort of do by default, and we
Yeah.
don't really like question it. Like
Yeah.
even my friend, I had a friend who well that was he is a Christian, and I would
Yeah.
sort of make fun of him for going taking Sundays off. Like, what a lame like dork. Like he doesn't work on Sunday, and
Mm.
now like I'm grateful just to have a weekend. Even for myself, like I had
Mm.
to get my own mind space of, I used to have jobs where I'd work every day for 12
Mm.
hours a day, and
Oof.
like, oh, you gotta go, 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 and
Yeah.
like as I grow older, like I'm really questioning that established norm.
Fortunately for me, the only time I work 12 hours a day is when I have to edit a Tucker Variety Hour.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been, um, was it 3 years?
Oh, a little over 2 years. Just Christmas
Years.
2022.
I'm sorry, I know it was 2022, and I was like, it could be any 2022, but
That
it's
was
hard to tell.
when him and other members of Black Castle watched Santa's Sleigh, featuring Bill Goldberg as Santa Claus.
That was a good film.
It was a fun film.
I like how that film questioned the norm of Santa being nice. Like
You know?
he gives little bad children coal, and they don't have a free will, or they don't get to decide like how they're raised.
Well, I mean, but like, what
Y-
if the kids like to barbecue? That could actually be helpful.
I don't know. I feel like it reminds me of when we had my great nephew here, and he was trying to be the little helper man. Like, it's cute that he wants to help out, but it'll be more helpful if you just stood aside and watched me rather than trying to engage in the same activity I am in.
I just think, right, that Santa Claus should be less discriminatory and start giving out presents to adults as well. There are adults who will believe, as long as you're an adult and you believe in Santa Claus, you should get something.
I'll, I'll even take the coal.
Mm.
Like. Like, fuel prices are high.
Go. I'll take some socks. I can always use socks.
Oh, I love socks.
Mm.
Not in that way. Go Snoop, Gopher, Earl, whatever your name is in
My
20
name
years.
is not Earl. Okay, I was never on that show.
Well, I think this is probably a great time to start doing the outro. So is it this Thursday, the Tucker Variety Hour, or
Friday.
is it that
This
Thursday,
Friday.
Friday?
It'll be going up the same day as the finale of Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. This
Wait,
Friday.
so is there? I was looking at the schedule. We got 5 minutes here, so
Yeah.
I was looking at the schedule and I saw a thumbnail of Oh, I guess it was a one-off where Tuck must have played Road 96.
Yeah. It was a Tuck Thursday. Yes. It's a two off technically. He did it was two episodes. One it will be coming out this upcoming Thursday.
Oh, so there's Tuck Thursday.
Yeah. He does it every now and then. Every now and then we get some Tuck Thursday. Even more every now and then we get a Tucker Variety Hour.
Yeah, there's that to look forward to.
Mm.
On so that Thursday there's gonna be another Road 96
Yeah.
video, I believe, and then well the next Friday. Well, no, this
This
Friday.
Friday.
I was gonna talk about something else, but I'm all mixed up.
Yeah. Echoes of
Friday is
Wisdom. Echoes of Wisdom finale, which will be the only series on the channel to reach 100 episodes. The finale coming up this Friday is episode number 100 for Echoes of Wisdom.
wow, even the Dark Souls didn't get that high
Yeah,
up.
Dark Souls 3 was, I believe, 93 episodes? 93 or 94. This one, 100. 100 even. And that's with me doing a bunch
so
of side stuff just off screen.
wow,
Mm,
wow, a lot of content.
that
So
content.
Friday is canceled snacks
Yeah,
by
discontinued snacks, yes.
is it Mr. Lucy or am I misgendering him?
Yes, he is Mr. Lucy.
By Mr. Lucy,
Mm.
and the Friday after that, don't buy anything, not
Do
from
not
Amazon.
buy anything. Don't buy Friday After Next on Amazon. Don't buy anything.
Yeah, yeah,
You
nothing.
you can buy Dubby, but not on that day.
Yeah, do it the day before. If
Day
you
before, day
gotta
after.
have
I mean,
something.
it's the last day of the month. You know, you probably get a lot of people get paid the next day. You can buy W then.
Yeah, yeah, you can do it then. And Tuesdays, I'm doing the Green Party of Alaska stream. Hopefully, that works. If at least it seems like my audio's working. Hey,
Yeah.
maybe Tuesday. Oh, I'm sorry. Probably said Thursday, but Tuesday we're doing the Green Party of Alaska stream on our
Mm,
website.
mm,
Not our website, but you can find us on our website. You can
yeah.
find it anywhere, like
Yeah.
uh, on Bing. Like the internet is just a series of tubes, right? Like Ted Stevens said.
Yes.
But www.joshuajhadley.com to find things. I gotta post videos. I just got home. I actually have internet now. This is nice.
It does.
Oh, I make a page for Trick in the future. I just been posting the videos rather than like having a on top you can press. But I'll change that. I got the old City Academy news that I gotta change on there. But that's my website if you want to find anything, and these episodes will be on there. I will make a page so that it'll be easier to find rather than you having to go to the
Yeah.
little like I got labels or not labels tags for things, so it is all findable, but I'll make it easier.
And they're
You know,
all these episodes go up on YouTube as well. A couple
yeah.
hours after we stream, they go up. We do the streams at 10 o'clock a.m. in Central Time. They go up at 2 o'clock p.m. on Central Time on YouTube.
Maybe when I do the green party thing, or maybe next week it'll be opposite. Like
Mm.
my video will work, but my audio won't.
You know, could be. Also, for anyone curious, every time I've been doing this whole situation, I'm mute. I have a bit of a cough at the moment. That's why I've been doing that. Not sure. My mom had a cough. that lasted a few days, then it went away for her. Then I started getting a cough. So yeah, that's what that was about.
Yeah, I'm wiping my nose on my sleeves, like I got some kind of cold going on.
Yeah. So
Well, it's been a great show, and I especially like talking about how you used to be Snoopy.
you consistently like talking about that. Yes.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us for Trek in the Future. Um, hopefully, we're back on Saturdays. But I appreciate everyone understanding the change.
Yeah. Yep. Hopefully we'll be back on Saturday next week at the usual time, and we'll be talking about episode 4.
Yeah,
So see you all then. Thanks for tuning in. I probably should
long
have said
live and
thanks for tuning in first, then see you. Long live and prosper. Yeah, that thing, that whole shtick. See you.